Good afternoon, Scott Allison here. Day 5 of the 7-day challenge that was thrown down by the Creators Guild, by Impartial Geek, by the Creator Toolkit. And if you're interested in learning more about all that goodness, all that goody goodness, you can join us here at the Creators Gap, the Creators Guild app. It's where it's a community of creators who are getting together and creating content and getting feedback from each other and learning about gear and learning about all sorts of stuff together. And we are all in the Creator Toolkit as well, going through the different phases. We are in phase 3. I think it's a 7-day challenge. All of this is free, and if you're a creator and you're just getting started, or if you're a creator and you want to get maybe up your game a little bit, then absolutely come and check it all out. It is freaking awesome. And not only that, my dogs are barking like mad, which is freaking awesome for my day 5 challenge, which is goal is to shut my dogs up. So yeah, where were they? Oh, so day 5. So day 1 was an introduction. Day 2 was what kind of content? No, the topic. No, day 3 was a kind of content. You know, the podcast, the live stream, whatever. Day number 4 was what was day number 4? Why can't I remember day number 4? I will look it up. I've been really busy. The plan. Like, what's your plan? What are you going to be doing? You know, the next 5 years or whatever. How are you going to get to where you want to go? And today is really about the goals. What are your goals? So David outlined a really good one for him. David Foster, the Impartial Geek, he outlined a pretty good one for him to get 1,000 people run through the Creator Toolkit. I think that's an admirable goal. Something that I don't know that I would have the patience for that high of a number, but if anybody can do it, he can do it. That's for sure. For me, because my show is primarily based on interviews, then I'm targeting very specific people. I want to get a very specific type of person on the show. So specifically, so right now I've got on my whiteboard, and you can't see it right now, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on my likely guest list, and a couple of people I've already interviewed, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on my I wish list. Like, boy, that would be fantastic if I could get one of these 5 people on. So I was thinking about that over my head, and like, okay, maybe I should set a goal, like a number, like something that's quantifiable, something I can kind of tangible. And so I decided that I would settle on, by the end of the year, have an interview with one verified Twitter user. So verified Twitter user is somebody that gets that little check mark, and they have like typically hundreds of thousands of followers, and they're in the public eye, some form or fashion. So I can tell you right now, I'm probably not going to get Dana Lash. She's on my I wish list, but maybe a couple of the other ones on there I might be able to get. Maybe Jesse Kelly, who is a local guy, so maybe that would work out. That'd be fantastic. Anyways, all the people on the I wish list are pretty much verified people on Twitter. The other part of that goal is like, okay, well, so far the people I've interviewed have a few followers. They're nothing to scoff at. My next interview, I think, has quite a few followers in the thousands. I have to go and double check that, but so I'm looking to really target a larger group of people, that have a lot of followers. So I'd like to do 5 of those, and I don't really know what my criteria is yet for large followers, for a large amount of followers, but it's gonna be in the thousands for sure. And in my likely guess, 3 of those have, 4 of those have thousands of followers. One of them being, I'm hoping I get her, is Sam Janney. She's editor of Twitchy. If you don't know what Twitchy is, it's a Twitter aggregator that pretty much brings up article or writes articles about Twitter specific posts, and a lot of times just kind of makes fun of them because they're either ignorant or dumb or whatever, and they run the gamut from politics to media, that sort of thing. So she's actually said she would come on the show. So it's just a matter of scheduling that one. So that's going to be one. And then next week I should have two. So 2 down, 3 to go. So if I can get 5 big accounts and 1 verified account, I think I've done pretty well for myself this year. I don't, necessarily want to go down the path of setting a goal for the number of followers or subscribers I have, because I'm still kind of learning the ropes here. I'm not really sure how I'm going to grow that audience yet, and to be quite honest, my job has been kicking my butt. My corporate overlords have been kicking my butt, so I haven't had a lot of time to really kind of dig into that. So I don't think that's it's harder to quantify that goal of if I'm going to set a goal for subscribers or something. One other goal I do have, and I hate to do this, I'm probably going to get kind of get yelled at by somebody for this, but I've got to do it. But so one of the goals I have, so if you've heard me talk in my other streams, you know that I set my wife up with her own studio for her business specifically, and bought a Sony a5100 with a Sigma lens, and it's been fantastic for me. She doesn't get to use it very often because, well, her business is still starting to take off, but it's really her camera, so I'm just using it when I need to stream. So my goal by the end of the year is to have at least an A6100, maybe an A6400 with a Sigma lens of my own, so that way there's no more swapping cameras around and all that. So that's my goal at the end of the year. So really I've got 2 main goals, and get those 6 interviews, those 6 big interviews, and get my camera. And I think the way I can get my camera, now I got off to a good start last month with some of my streams, but being able to use something like Buy Me a Coffee to really help me kind of pay some of the subscriptions and stuff that I've incurred doing all this for myself and for my wife, really. But then, taking whatever money I get from that and applying that towards the camera. So hopefully by the time Christmas rolls around, I'll be sitting with a brand spanking new A6400 or an A6100 and rocking it. So those are my goals, basically. So like I said, no big deal. That's kind of the way it is. And again, I'm not in it for money or fame. I'm not sitting here saying I want to be a famous YouTuber or anything like that. But I'll take the success if it comes. So I feel like I can get some success if I can get those 6. If I get those 6 people on my show, I think that's successful. And not only that, it gives me a lot of exposure on Twitter. One other goal. I want to get live streaming on Twitter. Right now, I tried to look into it. Right now, you really can't unless you were already a Periscope user, which I wasn't. So I think I want to say it's invite only or something along those lines. So I may reach out to Twitter and say, hey, look, I have a Twitter specific show, and it would be great if I could live stream on your platform. If I could live stream on Twitter, that would be a major win. Now I've been asked to check out I forget what it's called. There's a feature on Twitter that's kind of like Clubhouse. You should do that. I'm like, no, I'm not interested in the voice only. For interviews, I want people to see because again, we're trying to get at the humanity of these people, right? And if you're not seeing their face, then it kind of defeats the purpose a bit. So, all of that being said, I'm done with day 5. I am done with day 5. I need to go and prep for my stream for later today, but this is fun. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. Can't wait for day 6 and day 7 when I can celebrate that I'm finally done with the challenge. And I'm looking forward to your feedback and your comments, your genuine feedback, your genuine comments, and your genuine critiques. I need critiques. So far, I've gotten like some, hey, attaboys and stuff like that, and a couple comments, but I'm hoping somebody like sees something and goes, man, why is that idiot doing that? Well, I'm going to go tell him. So I'm hoping to get some kind of feedback like that, so because I want to improve. If I'm doing something that is kind of annoying or maybe not right, or maybe I'm not coming through clearly, or is this thing on, or whatever, I want to know about it. you know, and I'm a big boy. I can take it. So have a great day, everybody. I will see y'all on the flip side. And yeah, see you on day 6.